All right, I think I'm recording. I think I figured it out. So, what's up, everyone? My name is Jenna. I'm here with one of our amazing students, Lisa. She actually has been posting some amazing results. She had some today, as a matter of fact, and I had to get her on real quick to do a Zoom call with her because I just need to figure out what you are doing because you are killing it. And I want to know all the details. So, to start, tell us about who you are, where you're from, and how you got started in the industry.
Okay, so my name's Lisa. I'm from Houston, Texas. I'm actually from the suburbs north of Houston. It's called
Gotcha.
Spring, the greater Houston metropolitan area. And I took cosmetology school in high school.
Oh, awesome.
And so, yeah, and that's been 20 years ago. I've been doing hair for 20 years, and I started off at 18, fresh out of high school.
Good for you.
Yes.
I feel like that's one thing that, like, because I thought about doing it in high school, but I ended up being deterred from it from like all my teachers and whatnot. But if you are watching this and you're a youngster and you're in high school and you're thinking about being a hairstylist, go for it. Save yourself the $20,000 to $30,000.
Yes.
Go to vocational school. It's amazing. I just had to throw that in there because I think a lot of people, it's like I don't know, not a negative connotation or anything, but do it. If you're thinking about it, do it.
People deterred me at the time also, for sure. And exactly what Jenna just said. I think by the time I finished in high school, I had maybe spent $500 to $1,000.
Yeah, which is way different.
Now it's like, yeah, 20 grand, right? 20 grand for beauty school.
Something about somewhere around there.
Yeah, something like that.
So you started fresh out of school. What kind of like salon scenario were you in? Like, kind of give us the journey.
Yes, because I've been reflecting on this a ton lately because this is my 20th year and it's hitting me hard. I thought I had the opportunity to apprentice in some nice high-end salons. It just wasn't for me. I'm a really headstrong person. I didn't want to do it. So I just jumped into leasing right away. And I've been leasing this entire time and I've been really proud to be my own boss this entire time.
That's awesome.
And have had a really comfy career for 20 years. But the but that I've been reflecting on a lot, I had no guidance from anyone. I took every single client I could take. I've had poor boundaries. I've had guilt and fear of raising my prices over the years with no guidance. I have had extreme burnout.
Don't we all know about that?
So those things have changed for me in the last, I would say 2 to 3 years, but especially this last year, I feel like my entire career and life has changed during a pandemic, no less.
Ooh. Yep.
And it's huge.
Just for reference, we're filming this. It is April 2nd, 2021. We're on the other side of COVID, hopefully. Yeah. Hopefully soon.
Yeah, I feel bad for people whose states have been more shut down than Texas. I know that that's not, so my circumstance during COVID has not been the same for everybody else.
Yeah. I mean, I think I was just telling Corey, I think in Canada, they're still closed.
Oh, I know.
Haven't been opened yet, which is crazy. Right. But nonetheless, once you that doesn't mean it's time to take a step back in your career. For me, this was a time period where everyone could really almost step up to the plate. I don't want to say that it was a blessing in disguise because I know a lot of people struggled. I know a lot of people lost their businesses, but I think a more positive perspective, it gave everyone a chance to, like I said, step up to the plate and restructure their business and figure out, okay, how do I take better care of my clients? How can I be now the last person standing, if you will, like standing up in the eye of the storm and really being like, okay, like I'm going to do this because they are going to open back up and people still need their hairstylists and a lot of people are giving up. So it's good to be that person that isn't giving up, Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly how it was for me this last year. I feel guilty to say how great this last year has been for me because I know a lot of people have suffered, but this last year has been a wonderful experience for my life where I was given the opportunity of time and clarity to sit back and make big changes.
Well, that's amazing. So that's great. First of all, definitely, I understand that guilt, but definitely don't feel you should be very proud of yourself, because
Thank you.
it takes a special person and a special beauty professional to be able to stick it out. So that's amazing. But that kind of leads me to, how did you find us? How did you find the Inner Circle, and how has it attributed to your past year's success?
Okay, gosh, Jenna, to be honest, I don't remember how I found you guys. But you
I
were
know
one
we're
of the
kind of
first.
everywhere, so it's
Yeah,
fine. You found
I'm
us.
gonna guess Facebook
Probably.
or Instagram. It had to have just been on social media
I'm sure it
that I
was.
saw you guys and signed up.
Awesome. And how long ago was that?
I almost think it could be over a year ago.
I can tell you the exact date. Give me
Yeah. How long has it been?
It has been, you've been in the group since October 1st, 2019. So yeah, a little over a year.
Mm-hmm. And one more thing I kind of just want to throw in, because I
Yeah.
think it is a special thing to throw in, of why particularly I signed up at that time. My husband quit his job in oil and gas, knocked out beauty school in a year, and joined me behind the chair in
No
2019.
way. Oh, I didn't know that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Which is
Shout out to
huge.
him.
I love to
Yeah.
share it and I love to tell it. It's
That's
huge.
so cool.
We're super proud of it. And I'm pretty sure that's at the time that we signed up for Fill Your Books, because I am booked solid and wanting to change things around, to shift, but
Yeah.
David is building clients.
Right. Which, that's an awesome perspective, like to be able to have both sides of it, which, take it away. I want to hear about it.
Well, it's been, I feel like from Fill Your Books, I feel like I've just gained a lot of confidence to do things that I've been afraid to do. The more, y'all were just talking about this today in the live, or maybe I watched the replay, I can't remember, but I was like nodding my head the whole time. The more I've done things that I've been afraid to do, the less scary they are, and the more I wish I just done them 10 years ago. You were talking about the muscle thing. It's so true. Like every time I conquer a fear, it's easier to do the next thing, easier to do the next thing. My husband's very fearless, which I admire and am jealous of sometimes. Like, he is not afraid to cold call people or do the DMs. The DM thing makes me nervous. I wonder, oh, are they going to judge me? Do they want to hear from me? Dave doesn't care. He just does it. And it works. It works.
Exactly. That's the thing. It's almost like, what's the term? It's like blissfully ignorant. Like, it's just kind of like, whatever, I'm going to do it, and someone's going to like it, and someone's going to find me, and someone's going to be your forever client from that. And that's such an amazing thing to be able to do, you know, organic marketing, something that doesn't cost any money. It's easy to do. You can do it consistently every day in order to build the funds to be able to do, you know, the paid advertising and all the other things that we teach. And I think that is one of the things that I really love about the Inner Circle, is that because you could, no matter where you are, if you're, you know, if you're struggling behind the chair, we have systems and methods for you in order to get you to that next level. So to get you out of that hole, essentially, because that's what it feels like when you're sitting in the salon waiting for a walk-in and not knowing what to do. You feel like the ball's not in your court. There's nowhere to turn. You're in a corner. It can feel very lonesome and scary to be in that hole. But if you're watching this and you're in that spot, just know that there's room for you to grow, and there's plenty of things for you to do. And yeah, you can get out of it with the right systems and tools in place, for sure.
Yeah, one thing that I know I gained from you guys that we've used over and over again that works 100% is the consultation. Like for us, it's the, I guess you call it the DM or the text consultation. Everything we do is like text, basically. David and I, we like to text, but also DMs.
Yeah.
And so the script of how to speak to a client, ask for the photos, see what they want, discuss the price in the first place, that is a home run. That is a home run. And also for me personally, achieving the ideal client, because that's been a big part of my shift, is I don't want to work with every single person anymore. I really don't.
Yeah.
And so I'm able to see really clearly right away, and it's so much easier to do it in the beginning than it is to change it after 10 years of working with somebody.
For sure. Well, that, and it's okay. Like there's two sides of the coin, right? Like we just talked about, like you could be not busy, and that sucks. or you could be
Right.
really busy doing things that you don't want to be doing and you feel very out of control still. And now on top of being out of
Yeah.
control, you're tired and maybe you're not making the money that you want to be making, and your
Right.
clients kind of drive you nuts throughout the day, and then you're mentally
Yeah.
exhausted, and then you're mean to your husband when you get home, and then it's just a full circle of unhappiness essentially. So again, no matter, it's kind of like a one size fits all, which is awesome. Like no matter where
Mhm.
you are, you can now start to do, whether it's the vivids, the balayages, the things that you want to be doing, as opposed to root touch ups and the
Mhm.
and the little Betty cuts, as you will, and
Mhm.
all those kinds of things. So, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know, it's okay to want to do what you want to do in your business, and that's the beauty of it. You're an independent artist, you could do what you want to do, and as long as you are in the driver's seat, as we like to say, you can be in control of your clientele, which is really, really dope.
Yeah. Yes, definitely.
Amazing, amazing. So what was I going to say? Would you recommend Fill Your Books to a friend? What would you tell them about joining, and any other comments?
Yes, I have recommended it to friends.
Thank you.
I want them to join. You know, you can't make anybody do anything until they're ready, but
Exactly.
at the end of the day, it's not that big of an investment. And I sounds so cheesy, but I feel like you guys are saying it too. It can change your life. It can change your life. It,
It sounds like such a broad statement saying it, but I'm like, I like want to shake people. I'm like, do it. Like I wouldn't tell you do something if like I didn't fully believe in it, you know?
yes, I mean, like what we spend the majority. It's kind of like sad to say, but sometimes we spend the majority of our lives at work. So to
Yeah.
say it could change your life, it really can change your life. I mean, we spend, 5 days a week there. And it's just the difference between us. Sometimes I wonder if I'm one of the fewer people who've been in the industry for a long time doing Fill Your Books, as opposed to people that are newer. I'm not sure. Like sometimes I think that, but so you could grow your business, you could shift your business, you can just make more money and work less. You can do the things that you want to do. I could not grasp what ideal client meant for a while. Like one
Yeah.
of my friends who's in marketing tried to sit me down and say, Lisa, who's your ideal client? I still was just kind of listing everybody,
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
my mind. And I feel like I've had a light bulb moment more lately of like, I get it. Like it's the services that I want to do, being paid what I want to be paid. And it can even get down to like really specific of like personalities that I prefer
Mhm.
who have the same interests as me. So then I can have conversations I enjoy.
Yeah.
And it all happens. It's not a fantasy world. It doesn't exist. It's almost crazy. I just wish I had known it sooner.
Yeah. I mean, it's amazing because the deep root of what you really just said is like confidence, right? It's like, do
Yes.
I believe in myself enough to be able to put my foot down, to do X, Y, and Z, to work with the clients I want to do, and to do the services I want to be doing. So that makes me very happy. That makes my little heart very happy, because at the end, I'm in this to help people change their lives and change their perspective and change their mindset on not only their business, but how they view themselves and the people around them and the world around them. So if I only helped you fix your mindset, that would be enough for me. But it's a gift that on top of that, you got to improve your business. And I'm sure numbers have shown that as well.
Sorry, Jenna, I'm charging my phone because of course
Oh
it
no,
wants to
you're
die
totally,
right now.
don't die, don't die.
Okay, it's plugged in.
You're totally fine. I'm the
Yeah, and I
queen
think
of that.
the biggest thing is that it's attainable. It's not something that just happens for other people. That's one of the things I realized. Like I want to shout it from the rooftops. I'm trying to share it with some of my stylist friends, and I can tell that people aren't ready and don't appreciate what I'm saying and don't want to hear it. So for those that do feel ready, it's so attainable. It's almost like funny to me at this point. It's going to happen. Like you put it in, you put the time in and just believe in yourself. I mean, it sounds so corny. Like it's already on its way. Like I heard you guys say earlier, something like it's a line drive or it's coming in like right down the middle. And I just thought it's actually so true. It's so true.
You're,
It will arrive. Like,
I'll repeat it because I love it. It's, you're literally, this was like a few days ago, a mentor of ours said this to us, and we were like, holy shit. Like, he was like, you're at bat, like you are at the plate. And right now, like if you are even, if your brain is even remotely telling you that like you need to make a shift, or like you're just starting a program and you're starting something to better yourself, like you are at bat and that ball is coming right down the middle, and you better fucking swing as hard as you can. And as long as you do that, you're gonna hit it out of the park, and it's gonna be amazing.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's that. So I just want to say thank you so much for coming on. Did you have anything else that you want to tell the world, tell the beauty professionals?
Yeah, maybe like a fun comment and one maybe last little question, just because I got you on the phone and I want to use this opportunity. But maybe my fun comment is just talking about I just think when I read about positive manifesting a lot, it's about aligning your desires and wants, and then you have to take some action. So if you sit back and just wait and take no action, if you don't swing, it's not going to happen. But if you start swinging, like I love rock and roll. I think about like Aerosmith a lot. I think about these kind of things. Like they're just a band, like a bajillion of bands. But I think those bands that we all know, I think a rock star said yes, and then said yes again, and then said yes again, and was willing to stand up on a stage in front of 20,000 people.
I said, you're giving me the goosebumps.
I've been thinking about that lately. Like, could I step on a stage in front of 20,000 people and like sing a rock song? Like, well, the old me would say, hell no. Now the new me is like, probably still no, but maybe.
No, exactly. And I think that's where people get manifestation twisted, because they just think they can like sit on the couch and be like, I'm gonna get this. And it's like, no, you need to believe that already happened. Like it's already happening. Like you hit your goals. Now you just have to make it happen.
Yeah.
Time just hasn't caught up yet.
Yeah.
You know? So yeah, that's awesome. Everyone starts out the same, you know, we're all humans. We're all born the same. And it's just, how are you going to be different? How are you going to stand out from the crowd? And it's not as hard as you think sometimes. Like you said, it's just a little bit of someone pushing you in the right direction and having, you know, all the good information and the expedited learning, which is what we like to talk about. We're not teaching anybody any magic bullets, but what we're teaching you is something that works. So you don't have to go spend 5 years trying to figure it out on your own. Right. You can have a community of people that support you and will push you in the right direction. And you have all the information that you need in a nice, neat, organized file, if you will. And that, to add to that, do you feel like you needed to be like a tech wizard to figure out everything that we teach?
No. That's my face said it all. No, I'm going to say not at all. Yeah, not at all.
Awesome.
You just have to take it and run with it.
Exactly. Well, I appreciate you doing this so much, Lisa. If you're watching this and you have any questions about the Inner Circle, please head over to fillyourbooks.com. You can check out all of our testimonials. And if you want, you can fill out an application and chat with one of our success coaches and get on a strategy call and see if it would be a good fit for you and your business. And yeah, hope you guys have a great day.